Some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people just sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess.
And now here is Elvis Presley.
I got news for you, baby.
So excited, I can't wait.
I think Presley was a star.
Well, heard the news.
Oh, he's such a sexy person. He will always be the king no matter what.
In October 2019, I reported that Follow That Dream Records would release a special box on the 50th anniversary of the documentary Elvis, That's the Way It Is. A 400 pages hardbound book complete with 3 CDs were planned by writers David English and Paul Granlund. However, now it has been decided that the set will be accompanied by no less than 8 CDs of rehearsal recordings from the July and August 1970 marathon recording session. The recordings, with over 450 minutes of music, include some previously unreleased and even unbootlegged material. Furthermore, the original idea for the book to have 400 pages has now been changed in favor of 2 300-page books with the titles The Rehearsals and The Concerts.
You know, there's no normal woman that can't get excited when he walks on. He's so dynamic.
The set will be, like the making of Viva Las Vegas and A Boy from Tupelo, housed in a sturdy slipcase. The release is expected somewhere in mid-August and the price will be announced within 2 weeks. Screen Queensland is a government-owned company that invests in and supports the Queensland screen industry. Their CEO, Kylie Munich, announced that they are very committed to restart film production in Queensland as soon as possible. The Elvis movie was shooting at Village Roadshow Studios on the Gold Coast and is now set to pick up principal photography as soon as restrictions lift. Follow That Dream Records is pleased to announce on the 55th anniversary of the release of the Tickle Me movie a limited edition double LP set.
Is it all real? Or is it a dream?
The 180 grams heavyweight vinyl set includes remastered stereo and mono mixes with alternate takes, unused soundtrack submissions and original US Allied artists' radio spots.
Come on, send it back to me.
The set is due for release at the end of June or at the beginning of July 2020. Here is the top 3 of highest paid Elvis items at the Music Icons auction of Julien's Auctions on June 19, 2020. All prices include buyer's premium. We begin at number 3 with this 1966 Chevrolet Impala convertible, gifted by Elvis to Gary Pepper, who was, besides a friend of the Presley family, also the president of one of his fan clubs in the 1960s. It was sold for $62,500. At number 2, a Lincoln Mark V Coupe. This car was bought by Elvis on December 3, 1976 and was gifted to Ginger Alden by Elvis with the words, "It's yours." Winning bid was also $62,500. And at number 1, a 77 inches ivory colored macrame belt with accented reflective stones worn by Elvis while performing on stage. This belt was estimated between $10,000 to $20,000. The bidding, however, was insane.
Looking for a bid of $250. Do I have $250? Looking for $250, going once. We need a bid of $250, going twice. Fair warning at $250,000. Would they do $250? Going thrice. Gavels in the air. We are at $240,000. Last chance. Anybody at $245 perhaps? Gavels in the air. Last chance, and I have sold it at $240,000. The Elvis Presley stage worn book belt.
Including the buyer's premium, it was sold for $298,000. Wow! The correct answer to last month's trivia question was the word happy.
Happy ending. You have a happy.
This month's trivia is far more difficult than last month. What do these three songs have in common?
Flowers. I wonder.
Place your answer in the comments. Somebody is trying its luck. In October 2019, I released the following news item. It was John Athan who created the 1929 Ford Roadster Hot Rod that was used in the 1957 film Loving You. Despite the car impressing Elvis with its performance of 100 miles per hour, its creator refused to sell the Roadster to Elvis.
You're not going to run over me, are you?
Excuse me, ma'am, I'm in kind of a hurry.
I can see that. Dual carbs, electrical fuel pump. Nice do-it-yourself job. What you can?
3/4 race.
What does she peek at?
She does all right.
Now the 90-year-old widow of the hot rod pioneer decided to allow the Elvis Roadster to find a new home. After 2 decades in storage, the Roadster underwent a degree of restoration in 1996. The car then went on display at the Wally Parks NHRA Museum in Pomona, California. The hot rod was sold for $150,000. Now the story continues as the car is back on the auction block on July 11, 2020. But this time the estimate is set between $750,000 to $1 million. I personally would be surprised if it even comes close to the low end of the estimation. In next month's report, you will hear the final price. Hello everybody! Usually I have between 15 to 18,000 views on average per video. But last month's video did extremely well with over 45,000 views. Thank you! As a side effect, I also passed the mark of 6,000 subscribers. In case you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so. On a personal note, our house is now on the market, but we haven't sold it yet. I will inform you as soon as we have found ourselves a buyer. So this is going to be continued. This month I couldn't find many news items and I hadn't enough time to feature something special. The upcoming August video will be longer as I expect more news about upcoming CD releases and the Elvis movie. Thank you for watching and all the best. Goodbye. That's all for this month. Hope to see you next time. Until then, have a happy Elvis Presley Day.
You have a happy